My husband trapped me in a nightmare birth. When I first got pregnant, it should have been the happiest time of my life. Instead, from the very beginning, my husband started pushing, no, demanding, that I have a home birth. I don't even know where this obsession came from, but it was immediate. 6 weeks pregnant, and he was already talking like the decision had been made. At first, I brushed it off, thinking we had months to figure it out. But at every single doctor's appointment, when my OB would look at me and ask about my birth plan, my husband would literally speak over me. He'd cut me off mid-sentence to say, she's doing a home birth, as if my opinion didn't matter at all. I'd correct him, and we'd fight about it later. Those arguments became a pattern all through the pregnancy. His mother got involved around the halfway mark, sitting me down like she was going to educate me. She listed all these supposed dangers of hospital births, the interventions, the environment, the unnecessary procedures. I told her my biggest concern was safety. I wanted professionals, I wanted my doctor, I wanted access to immediate help if something went wrong. She just brushed me off, just like her son did, acting like I was paranoid and overdramatic. By the time I was 36 weeks, we'd met with a doula my husband found. She was pushy too, smiling, but in that way where you can feel someone bulldozing you while pretending they're supporting you. I felt so cornered, so unheard. That's when I told my husband, clearly and without room for interpretation, when the time comes, I am going to the hospital, period. He acted like I never said it. He didn't argue, but it was the kind of silence that told me he was just ignoring me entirely. Then the day came. I was 39 weeks when the contractions started. I knew it was time. I begged to take me to the hospital. He flat out refused. He spoke to me like I was a child throwing a tantrum, and instead of grabbing the car keys, he called the doula. I swear, in that moment my stomach dropped. I realized I wasn't going to get what I needed. I was trapped. The labor lasted 3 days. 3 days. The last 22 hours were active labor, and I cried through all of it. Not just from the pain, from the fear. I knew something was wrong, even though no one would listen to me. They kept telling me to trust the process, but I just felt abandoned. Sometimes they even left me alone while I was in the middle of contractions. The doula had this rule that if I reached 24 hours of active labor, we'd have to go to the hospital. I remember lying there thinking, I don't even know which is worse, suffering for 2 more hours or risking my baby being born here. When my daughter finally came out, I didn't feel joy. There was no rush of love, no instant forgetting the pain like people talk about. I just felt relief that it was over. My body was shaking. My mind was numb. I didn't even want to hold her right away, and that kills me inside, even now. At my first post-birth appointment, my doctor was shocked when she learned I'd had the baby at home. She looked concerned. She asked questions. I felt ashamed and angry all over again. When I got home, I told my husband, you ruined this for me. You made it hell. I told him I will never do that again, ever. He rolled his eyes like I was being dramatic. He's told me more than once that mothers are supposed to be strong, and that I'm just not trying to be strong. Like enduring 3 days of fear and agony makes me weak. I love my daughter more than anything in this world, but I will never forget that birth. I will never see it as beautiful. I will never look back on it with warmth. And if we ever have another baby, which he says he wants, it will be in a hospital with my doctor, where I am safe. No negotiation. His answer? Just a smug, dismissive, we'll see.